will be recorded. I'm starting to record now. So if you fall behind or want to reference this at a later date, I'll be sending this out in a follow-up email either later today or tomorrow morning. So just to go over the agenda as far as what we'll be going over today, we'll be going over Canvas and we'll learn how to build a sandbox, import the ODE course template, build a module, add content to that module, go over the grade book and speed grader, communication within Canvas, customizing navigation within Canvas, help resources, and then we'll have some time for questions. If you don't know what some of these things are, not to worry, I'll be explaining them more in detail. So let's go ahead and get started here. So as far as logging into Canvas, there are two different ways. The easiest way is just ucdenver.instructure.com. And then you'll just sign in with your university credentials and it will take you to your dashboard. The second way is to just go to ucdenver.edu and then click on Quick Links, Tools, and then Canvas. But this is just the easiest way. So once you log in, again, you'll see your dashboard here, and it's divided up into published courses and published courses here at the bottom. Published courses are courses that are published, students can see them, and unpublished courses are those that only you can see, maybe courses you're working on or courses you're not ready to release to students yet. So we're going to be building a sandbox. Now, what a sandbox is essentially a place to play around. It's a fake course. Everything you do here can be put into a real course, but you can build and test things beforehand before it becomes a published course. So to build a sandbox, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and click on this account tab and then click on Create Sandbox. So once you do that, you'll see a notification that your sandbox course was created. And then if you hop back into the dashboard tool, we can scroll down and see our sandbox down here. It should say something like sandbox and then your first and last name. So again, what's nice is you can build out an entire course in here, and then you can transfer it over so that it becomes a published course, but you can test things out beforehand and everything you do here can be transferred over. So it's just a nice place to kind of play around and test things so that students don't see kind of the behind the scenes of this. So we're in our sandbox. Now there's nothing in the sandbox right now. So what we'll be doing is we'll go ahead and import the ODE course template. Now, the ODE course template is a really great outline. You can easily put in information. If you haven't built a course before, this is a really great starting off point. So to do that, we'll click on the Commons tab on the left-hand side. And just to mention, if any questions come up during this training, feel free to put them in the chat box. I have a few of my colleagues in here that will be answering those questions. If not, you can save them till the end. We will have some time for Q&A. So this is loading here. Just make sure. Doesn't typically take this long. Okay, looks like it's finally loading here. Let's see. It's never taken to load, so I am a bit confused. Hey, Brayden, can you go into comments on your Canvas and see if it's taking this long?
Sure, let me jump in. Don't you love the internet?
Yes, I got one of the fastest internet, so oh, okay, here we go.
Oh, see, I scared it. There you go.
Okay, so once you're at Commons, hopefully it didn't take as long as mine did. You'll want to type in the search bar CU Denver Anschutz course template. Now, Commons is a really great place that people can share full courses, documents, quizzes, assignments. You can share it with just your university. You could share it with everyone. I got a question the other day about someone wanting some Excel, like an Excel sheet to talk about Excel, just the features of it, because her students were not really understanding how to use Excel and she wanted a free resource. So I told her, go ahead and go to Commons, see if there's anything on Excel. Again, this is just a great place that people will go ahead and share things. So you might be able to find some, quizzes or documents or whatnot that you could use in your course that maybe someone else has created. So we'll go ahead and search CU Denver Anschutz course template. And then we'll go ahead and click that and click on import download. So very important, you'll want to choose your sandbox and then click import into course. And then you'll see this pop up. You've successfully started the import. It may take a little while to see changes in your course, but typically it's pretty instantaneous. So we'll go back into our dashboard. And then at the bottom here, okay, here we go. So it looks like it took a minute. Okay, so it looks like the ODE course template did download. So clicking on the home page here is the home page. If we click on edit, so again, this is just a template. You can totally make this your own. You can add things, you can delete things, but it just kind of serves as that guide that makes it really easy for you to it tells you basically what to do. So course title, maybe this is Biology 101, add a brief description about your course. And then you can just add your name, your email, phone number, office. But again, you can delete things. If you want to change, like make everything bold or italic, or maybe change the text color, you can do things like that. So we can go ahead and save that. And then what's nice is on this home page here, students can easily get over to your modules, which a module is folders that your content is organized in. And then they can easily get over to the syllabus, check grades and announcements right from this home page. Okay. So again, you'll just go ahead and click that edit pencil, and then you can just go ahead and start typing in here and make a great home page. And then you can change, welcome to the course name here. So we'll go ahead and hit save there. Now let's go ahead and hop over to the syllabus, which let's click on the syllabus tab here. So a few things about the syllabus, you'll want to put your syllabus here. You can either link to an external document, such as a Google Doc. So as you can see here, we have a syllabus in a Google Doc. So how to do that, you'll go ahead and click edit. So if your syllabus is in, say, something like a Google Doc, you'll just want to type the text that you want the link to be. So, please click here to view the syllabus. And then you'll just highlight that text. You'll want to copy this. I have a Mac, so I'm just hitting Command C. I'm highlighting my text, and then I'm clicking this link to URL in the toolbar above. And then I am pasting my text. So I'm hitting Command V and then inserting the link. So again, if you have your syllabus in something like a Google Doc, or if it's a website or whatnot, you'll just want to copy the link, type the text, and then click link to URL. Now you can build your syllabus right in this page here. So what you can do is just, delete all of this if you wanted to and say, here is my syllabus. And then you can, make bulleted lists if you want. You can make numbered lists. You can make a table if you want. I would recommend, if you have a lot of if you have a syllabus built already, say in a Google Doc like this, instead of just copying and pasting it over, if you have a lot of formatting, it can get a little bit messed up if you just copy and paste it. So I would recommend linking. However, if you don't have a syllabus built, you could just build it right in here. It's pretty easy. If it's in something like a Word document, what you'll want to do is click on this Files tab and then click Upload a new file here, and then you can link your syllabus there. So as you can see, this UD accessible syllabus, this is a Word document, and then it pops out there. So again, a few different options here. You can build your syllabus right in this page by just clicking edit and kind of starting from scratch. You can link to an external document, or you can upload something like a Word document if you already have a syllabus built. What's cool about this too is the syllabus automatically links anything with due dates or a grade attached to it, like points, grade. So as you can see, we have a sample assignment, a sample discussion, and a sample quiz. And since those have points or a due date, they will automatically show up here. So you don't have to worry about doing this on your own. As soon as you assign points or a due date, it'll automatically be assigned. Okay. So that's the syllabus page. Let's go ahead and hop over to modules on the left-hand side. So this ODE course template comes with two things, the resources module and the sample weekly module. The resources module just has a little bit on Canvas tech support, a little bit on Canvas orientation, on Zoom, how to be a successful online student, and then this Aurora Library tab. What's cool about this Aurora Library tab is there is 24/7 hours a day chat. So students can just chat here, maybe ask about an article or a book or whatnot, and then someone will get back to them. Now, if you don't want this resources tab, if you don't find any of this necessary for your course, you could do one of two things. One is unpublish everything. So unpublished means that you can see it, but your students can't see it. This is helpful for if you want to go ahead and pre-build out your content. So if you want to make your week 1, your week 2, week 3, week 4 content, but you don't want students to see it yet, you can just unpublish it. And then when the time is right, you can go ahead and publish it. Or there's a setting where it'll automatically unlock on a certain day, which I will go ahead and show that a little bit later. So that's unpublishing. You'll want to make sure everything you want your students to see at this moment has that green check mark. Otherwise, students might not be able to see it, although you can see it. Another way is to just go ahead and delete it. That's just clicking on these 3 dots and clicking delete. I would advise maybe just to leave it, because if you are getting questions about Zoom or the library or something, you have the option then to just go ahead and republish it. But if it bothers you, feel free to delete it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and publish that for now. And then the sample weekly module, again, is just kind of a guide of what maybe a week 1 overview would look like, reading and exploration, a discussion, a quiz, and an assignment. But what we're actually going to be doing is building out all of these so you all can see what it's like to build a module, make an assignment, make a discussion, a quiz, upload a file, and then make an assignment here. So we'll go ahead and scroll up to the top and click on this plus module button. This burnt yellow button at the top. We'll go ahead and name it week 2. And then what I was talking about earlier, so if you want to, if you want to pre-build out your weeks, you can unlock it at a certain day. So let's say I want students to only see week 1 right now, but I want them to be able to start accessing week 2 next Thursday. I can unlock it next Thursday, or I can add a prerequisite. So if I want them to go through the entire sample weekly module before they're able to go to week 2, this could be helpful if you just are worried about students skipping ahead. That means they have to go through this entire module before they can see week 2. So I'm not going to do any of these, and I'm just going to click add module. So as you can see, we have a gray header here, and we have created our week 2 module. Very important here, it comes unpublished. So if you want your students to see it right away, make sure it has that green check. And then we'll go ahead and click the plus button that's next to the green check. And we'll go ahead and make a page. So we'll click add. We'll toggle this button here and click add page. And then we'll click on new page. And then click page name. We'll name it something like week 2 overview. And then click add item. Again, it comes unpublished, so if you want students to see it, just click that check mark button. And then we'll go in here. There's nothing in here yet. So we'll go ahead and go back. And then what we'll do is click edit. So a week 2 overview could be a really great way to, introduce what to expect for that week. We could say something like, welcome to week 2. This week, please do the following. And then we can make a bulleted list. So we could say, what's nice is you can actually link to different places on your course. So maybe you want to make sure that students are reviewing the syllabus. We could say, review the, and then on this right-hand side, you'll see links, files, and images. You'll want to make sure that your browser is all the way stretched out, because if it's not, this disappears. So on this links, we can click on course navigation, and then we can click on the word syllabus. And then it'll automatically link to the syllabus. So if we want them to maybe take a quiz or something, we could say, take the, and then under quizzes, all of your quizzes populate, and we could say, take the sample quiz. We could link to discussions. Maybe there's an announcement you want them to see, a page. So again, it just makes it a little bit easier for students. They can just click on syllabus. It goes right over there instead of having to like fiddle around with this toolbar on the left-hand side. Some other things we can do. So we can actually record a video right from this page. This could be a really great way to introduce, who you are and kind of humanize the course a little bit. Since everything is virtual, it's always nice to get that like face-to-face interaction, even if it's over, a Zoom or a video. So what we'll want to do is click on this. Oh, wrong button, sorry. So we'll want to click on this record upload media. And then we can start recording here. Hi everyone, welcome to Canvas Basics. And then we'll just go ahead and hit save. And then now that video when we hit save, will be there. What's nice is that students can use this feature too, so they can just click this record upload media. Maybe you have a discussion or something, which we can go over that later. Some other things we can do here. We can upload a YouTube video. We can embed a YouTube video right on this page. So you click on YouTube. Maybe we want to have like a stem cell research video, since this is a biology class. So we can just type what we want, and then we find our video here and then click embed. So then what's nice is that students can play a YouTube video right from your course here. They don't have to like have multiple windows open. They can do everything in Canvas here. So again, that was just the YouTube video. Let's see, some other things we can do. We can add an image. So a few options for images. In Canvas, there is Flickr. If you click on that images tab on the right-hand side, you can click this search Flickr. Now, Flickr is a free image gallery that you don't need to cite. So if we wanted to maybe put like a dog in here, we could find a nice golden here and then put him in the middle there. You know, they have a ton of different images. You can just search that here. You also have the option to upload a new image. So you would just click upload new image and then just click the file on your folder and then go ahead and upload it there. So those are images. So we went over how to record a video, how to insert from YouTube, adding images, linking to somewhere else on the course. If we wanted to link to somewhere else on the internet, kind of similar to how I did with the syllabus, you would just open the article you want. Maybe I want this Healthline article on stem cell research. And then I would just copy the link here, Command C. And then I could say, please read this article. And then I would just highlight my text and then click link to URL and Command V and then insert my link. So now they can hop over to the syllabus, the quiz, and then now they get over to the Healthline article here. They see my video, the picture, the YouTube video. Also, for a little bit more advanced, we do have a TextSmith Relay integration here. Everyone has an account with the university, a TextSmith Nomia. They just changed their name from TextSmith Relay to TextSmith Nomia. It's a video hosting platform and a screen recording tool. We have a whole separate training on that if you're interested. It's just a more robust tool, and it has a lot of features. If you're interested in like video creation or creating video assignments for students, definitely come to that, and you can upload your TextSmith Nomia videos right to Canvas as well. So let's go ahead and hit save. So now we see our bulleted list. We see our links to the syllabus, the quiz, the article. We can play my video here. We see our photo, and then we have our YouTube video. So those are just a few of the things that you can do in a page. But again, this is just a great way to introduce maybe what to expect for that week, link over to certain assignments or pages that you want to introduce for that week. And if you want to add, a video or YouTube video, you can do that on here too. So let's hop back over to modules on the left-hand side. And then let's hit that plus button next to week 2. And then this time, let's go ahead and add a file. So toggle this menu, and then we'll hit File. And then we'll click on New File. And then we'll go ahead and choose a file. So I'm going to go to Canvas Basics. And then let's say we want to upload a reading. We can do this reading on American Self, and then we'll just click Add Item. If we wanted to rename this, it will upload as whatever you have it saved on your computer as. So you'll just go ahead and click on these 3 dots and then click Edit. And we could name it something like week 2 reading. And then click Update. We'll hop into the reading here. And what's nice about this file is students can see it right from Canvas. So they have the option of downloading it by clicking on this download reading, or they can just read it right from their computer. We can see all 6 pages here. You know, I just think about sometimes students are on their phones, or like they're on the train, or they're walking around, or, you know, whatnot. They don't have to click over or download anything. It's just really easy to have everything like live within Canvas here. So, you know, a file could be anything. It could be a reading. It could be maybe a PDF of your lectures for that week, PowerPoint, maybe just like a one-sheeter on some project guidelines, a Word document, you know, you name it. You can just upload it to Canvas there in the file. So let's hop back over to modules. And then let's scroll down. Let's go ahead and add an assignment now. So we'll click that plus button again, and then the first one should default to assignment, so we're good there. And then we'll click on new assignment, and then let's go ahead and make this week 2 paper, and then click add item. Check that there, and then we'll go ahead and click on week 2 paper. We'll click this edit pencil, and then we can start typing our guidelines. Okay, so we made our instructions here. Everything I went over in that page, if you want to maybe record a video introducing what the topic of the paper is going to be on, or guidelines for the paper, you can certainly do that. If you want them to write a paper on a YouTube video, or like if a YouTube video relates to your paper, you can import that YouTube video. You can add, you know, an image, you can link to somewhere else on your course. Everything I showed in the page can be done here as well. So we'll scroll down and assign some points. Since we are assigning points, it will automatically show up in that syllabus page. So it's an assignment, and then we'll want to display our grade maybe as points. Submission type will be online, since this is an online class. You have a few different options here. Text entry, it's just kind of like a text box like this. Website URL, if you're wanting like websites or say a Google Doc. Media recordings, maybe a text with no MIA. I would say the most common is a file upload. That would just be like a Word document, a .doc.docx. If you want to limit your submission attempts, if it's a group assignment or you're doing peer reviews. And then we'll go ahead and assign a due date. So maybe our due date is on Monday. So this available from means the date that students can start submitting. So maybe we want to open up this assignment today. And then the until date. So if our until date is the same, so it's due and until, that means that we don't allow for late work. However, if our until date is pushed out further than our due date, that means that we allow for late work. In this case, it's up to 2 days. It will go ahead and mark this accordingly in the gradebook. So, you know, not to worry if you push out your until date, it will show up as late in the gradebook. So let's go ahead and save this. And then let's go ahead and click on our home tab. Now there's something called student view. So student view is nice because you can start to see what your course would look like in the eyes of a student. And in this case, I'm going to be submitting a paper based on that assignment I just created, and just to make sure that it's seamless for my students. So I'll click on the student view in this right-hand corner. We see our home page, and then we see our syllabus. As you can see, the week 2 paper added there, and then we can see our modules. So I'm going to click on week 2 paper, and then we see our instructions, when it's due, how many points, and then we need to submit a file upload. So we'll click on this Submit Assignment button, and then we'll click on Choose File. And then here is my assignment, and then I'm going to open that and then click Submit Assignment. So this is the actual steps a student would take to submit the paper, and then they'll get a verification that it's submitted. So when I'm ready to leave student view, I'll simply just click Leave Student View. And then now we're back in our view. So we can click on Grades, and then we'll see our test student here under student name. And then we can see that there is a paper icon here, and that means that there's something that needs to be graded. So to get over to the speed grader, what we'll want to do is just click on this icon and then click on the arrow. It pulls out this tab here, and we'll want to click on speed grader. And now we see our student's paper. So a few things here. We can highlight text. So we can do something like that, and then we can click on add a comment, say something like grade point. We can strike through text. Maybe she had the wrong year on something. Add a comment. It's actually the 1880s. We can put an overall text box at the top here. Okay, so maybe we're giving her a 40. And then we'll go ahead and click submit here. So now this paper is submitted. And what's nice about SpeedGrader is it is just that. It's very speedy to grade papers, assignments, etc. All you'll do is you can just toggle these left and right hand arrows, and it will go to the next student. Or you can click this drop down and it will have all the students here that have submitted. Now, since this is a sandbox and we don't have any real students in here, unfortunately, it just shows the test student, but in a real course, you'd be able to pop around here, or you can hop to different students. So to get back, we'll want to click on the sandbox or whatever the name is of yours. Mine is Sandbox and my first and last name. So you'll want to click on that and it'll take you back. Now, it'll default us back to the home page. And if we click on that student view again, we can click on this grades tab. And then now we see that we have a new grade, which is our week 2 paper. So we can click on that. And then we'll want to click View Feedback. And then now we see our text box, we see our strike through text, our highlighted text, our comments. And then she has the option of downloading the feedback. So maybe she wants to download this, make some changes and resubmit if that's an option, which it is here. So again, she would just click on that resubmit assignment. And what's cool is she can reply to my comments there, or she can add a comment here and I would see it. Okay, so that's what it looks like to create an assignment for a student to submit for you to use the speed grader and then the student to see your speed grader annotations. So let's leave student view again. And go back into modules on the left-hand side here. We'll go ahead and scroll down. And then let's go ahead and click that plus button again. And then we'll toggle this add button. And then this time let's do a discussion. And then let's click on new topic. And then maybe it'll be something like week 2 discussion. And then add our item here. We'll want to publish it. And then let's go ahead and click the edit pencil. Again, everything we did in the page can be done here. We can record a video, YouTube, but just to simplify it, we'll just make some tags. Okay, welcome to week 2 discussion. Please record a 1-minute video introducing yourself. If we have an attachment, maybe a reading or a PDF or something, you would simply just click on this choose file and then you can upload anything there. So a few options: allow for threaded replies. I would advise that. It just makes things a little bit more organized and clean. Users must post before seeing replies. So a student has to post their reply. They can't just go review all of the replies and discussions and then formulate their response. Enable podcast feed if this is graded, and then allow for liking. So liking is just like a Facebook thumbs up. So we'll make some points. And then we'll make a due date. Maybe we are allowing for late discussions here. So we'll click save. And then, so if we are asking for a 1-minute video, what a student would do would be just click reply and then click on that record upload media tool. And then they would just say something like, here is my video. And then they would just record their video and then post the reply. And then students can comment on other students' videos. And then give the thumbs up if they want. Okay, so that's a discussion, pretty easy. I think a really great prompt for like a week 1 or week 2 is to record a video or, write something about, who they are, their hobbies, etc., just so that students can get to know each other a little bit since it is virtual right now. So let's hop back into modules. And then let's go ahead and make a quiz. So we'll click that plus button again, and then we'll click add a quiz, and then click new quiz. And then this time we'll name it something like week 2 quiz. Then we'll click on this edit pencil here. So as you can see for a quiz, there's 2 different tabs. There's details and questions. So details is you'll want to talk about maybe what the quiz is about or any materials they'll need. Maybe if it's on like a specific chapter and specific pages, or if it's on an article. Maybe I want to link out this article again. Just click link to URL and then paste my URL. And then just a few different options down here. So maybe we want to shuffle the answers or give a time limit. Maybe we want to allow for multiple attempts. If we want students to see their quiz responses on a certain date, and maybe hide those answers the next day. If we want to just show one question at a time. And then we'll assign a due date here. Okay. So then we'll go back into our edit and then let's actually make some questions here. So let's click on that questions tab and then let's click on new question. So we'll want to assign points. Maybe this one's worth 5 points. And then you have a few different options here. Multiple choice, true, false, fill in the blank, fill in multiple blanks, you know, kind of whatever you want to format it here. So maybe we'll just do a true or false here. The article is a Healthline article. And then you'll want to make sure that the correct answer is the one that the green arrow is pointing to. So it's a true, so it's pointing to that true. If it was false, we'd just click on that and then the arrow is clicking on that. If you want to say, if they hit false, leave a comment. You would just click on that comments. And then we could say something like, please review the article. Oops. And then we could even link out the article if we wanted to. Or, you know, this could say something like, please review chapter 5 or something. And then we can click, oops, okay. So I made a big mistake and this is something that you all can learn from. So if you don't hit update question, that question never saves. So as you can see, I hit the save button, but you actually have to hit update question. So very important if you are spending a lot of time on creating this question and then you don't have an update question, it gets lost. So we'll retype that. True. We'll make some comments. So again, very important, click update question. And then now we have our question here. And then we can make another question if we want. We want to say great job. If they had a comment, please review. And then update question. Okay, so we can hit save there once all of our questions are done. And then we'll click on preview here. The article is a Healthline article, false. And then maybe we, true, and then we hit submit. So this is what students would see, incorrect, and then they see our comment here. And then if they get this one right, they see our great job comment, and then they see their quiz score here. So again, you can preview your quiz just to make sure you have all your questions right and everything looks good. So it's similar to like a student view. So let's go back to modules. And then let's kind of review what we've gone over here. So we've created our week 2 module, and then we have our week 2 overview, which was the page we created, kind of introducing what to expect for that week. We went over, we uploaded a file, which was our week 2 reading. We made a week 2 paper, and then we submitted it as a student, and then we went over Speed Grader. We made a week 2 discussion, and then we posted in it, and then we just made a week 2 quiz. So a few other things in Canvas. So communication. There are a few different ways you can communicate with students in Canvas. If we go to the top here, under modules, you'll see the announcements tab. So announcements are great. They can be sent out to students. Maybe it's something like, here's the Zoom link for the class tomorrow, just a reminder. Maybe, you know, paper 2 is due tomorrow, just a reminder. Grades have been posted, you know, things like that could be an announcement. And how to create an announcement, you'll just click on this burnt yellow button again, plus announcement. And then we can, you know, Zoom link for class tomorrow. And then you'll just want to choose your sandbox, or, you know, this would typically be a real course. You'll just want to choose your course. Maybe you want to send out like a PDF of your lectures. You can attach a file here if you want to delay the posting. So, you know, maybe your class meets on Tuesday, and then you'll want to send this out on Monday. Allow users to comment. So similar to like a discussion, people can comment, and then they can like others' replies if you want. So we can save that. And then here's what it would look like. So it looks very similar to a discussion. Students can type back. Maybe they don't know what time it meets. Seems like a bigger problem there. And then people can like that. Okay, so that's an announcement. The other way to communicate is through Canvas inbox. So as you can see, here's kind of what it looks like. You know, my teacher said something like, there's no submission for paper 3. She just wanted to check in. If I wanted to create a message myself, I would just click on compose a new message. And then I can send it to maybe my whole sandbox, or I can type you know, oops, myself. And then we can send that. So a few things to note here. Canvas inbox is not associated with your university email. So you'll want to let students know how you'll be communicating. Will it be mostly through Canvas inbox, or will it be through your university email? So they'll need to check their Outlook or their Gmail account. Just make sure you're being transparent with students and letting them know, because they might not be checking this inbox tab, but if that's how you're going to be communicating, they'll want to be checking it more. Also, they'll want to make sure their notifications are on. So notifications can be changed if you click the account tab and then click on notifications. So what's nice is students can get notifications from Canvas to their university email. So if students want notifications right away, say, you know, a new file is posted, or a new due date is posted, or they get a message in the Canvas inbox, they can be notified right away. And that's just this green check. As you can see, the notification preferences, notify me right away. If they just want a daily summary, they can just click on daily summary, and they can, have notifications right away for some things and not others. A weekly summary, or they don't want anything of like files or course content, announcements, things like that. One thing to note, this is universal for all courses. So once you choose these settings, you'll get notifications either right away, daily, weekly, or not at all for all courses you're currently enrolled in. You can't just say, I want notifications for biology, but not any of my other courses. Unfortunately, that's not an option. Okay. The biggest takeaway today, if there's one thing you can remember from this whole training, it's this help button here. So we at the university have 24/7 Canvas support. That is for faculty and students. So we have this Canvas support hotline, a specific number for faculty and a specific number for students. Again, that's 24/7. So if you're having any trouble in Canvas, or maybe you just forget how to get to SpeedGrader, or how to get to Student View, or something like that, you can call them. You can also live chat with them. Again, there's a student and a faculty. Maybe a student is having difficulties like submitting a paper or something like that. They can live chat with them. Another really great resource is these Canvas guides. So that's under the Help tab. And then if you click on that, search the Canvas guides. You can just type really anything up here. How do I make a quiz? How do I upload a file? Really anything. And they have really, really great guides that walk you through step by step with pictures. These are really, really great. So, we're happy to help you over here at the office of digital education, but we don't work on the weekends. So, if you need help late on a Sunday, they're going to be your best bet. Call, chat. It is 24/7. So, and then let's see. So, hopping back in here. So again, Canvas support, 24/7 help via phone, chat, and email. Here's the faculty phone number. Here's their email. And then if you just click on that help within Canvas, it has those numbers right there. So ODE training. So we offer one-on-one consultations. That's just this Calendly link here. We also have an email alias if you have questions about Canvas or upcoming trainings or anything like that. Feel free to email odetraining@ucdenver.edu. And then we have our full training calendar until December on cuonline.edu/training. So earlier I was mentioning textmythnomia. If that's something you're interested in, we do a training on that. We do a Zoom training, a Snagit training, and we have a bunch of really great trainings by our instructional designers as well. So some really great trainings coming up in the next few months. So, feel free to go there and register for those. And the OIT service desk, this is for things like password resets, enrollments, or hardware, software issues. This is their phone number and email. And then our feedback survey. So it's just bit.ly/ODE training. And there's just 5 quick questions that we really appreciate you answering. It just helps us to develop better trainings and improve on, whatever you guys want to see. So let's take some time now for Q&A. I'm going to go ahead and check on the chat box to see kind of what questions have come up and to make sure that everyone got their questions answered. If anyone has any other questions, feel free to put them in the chat box, or you can raise your hand. That's just clicking on the raise hand function, and then I can unmute you and you can ask your question live. So again, if you have questions, feel free to put them in the chat box, or you can ask them live. Well, it doesn't appear that there are any questions. I will be sending out the recording of this session, so if you all would like to rewatch this, I'll send out that recording, and then I'll also attach the slides here. So if you need any of those phone numbers or anything, please register for some of our upcoming trainings. Again, we have a ton of great trainings coming up, and we would love to see you guys at those. And I guess we'll just go ahead and wrap up a little bit early here. I'll stick around for a few more minutes. And then if I don't see any questions come up, I'll just let everyone have a little bit more time left in their day.